Happy New Year to everybody. Want to wish everybody a happy and a healthy New Year. Just waiting for some people to come into the room. Hey, what's going on, Transient? Happy New Year to you as well. Avocado, what's going on, brother? Happy New Year. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas. Happy New Year. Had fun in your live stream. It was really awesome. What's going on, Joe? What's going on, JK? Good to see you again. Cool. Look what I got tonight, JK. Old Old Smoky Distillery. This stuff is delicious, man. This is really good. I usually don't drink American whiskey, but this is really good. I was very taken aback when I first tried this at how good the quality was. So I haven't drank anything yet. Oh man. All right, avocado. It's all good, brother. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Gonna have a little tonight, guys. Smells really good. 6-year aged bourbon whiskey from Tennessee, guys. That's what I don't like about it. Kind of loses focus when I put that in the front there. So what's everyone doing on New Year's, guys? I'm kind of tired. I haven't drank anything yet tonight, if you can believe it. This is my first sip. Cheers, guys. Happy New Year. May this year be prosperous for everybody. I hope everyone is able to stack as many precious metals as you can. And hopefully this year will be better than the last year for everybody. Cheers. Mm. Oh man, that's some good stuff. Yeah, I gotta leave it out of focus here. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a little sleepy myself, but I'll stay up. AG, man, what's going on, brother? Didn't expect you to be up this late. How are you doing? I just started a few minutes ago, just chilling like a villain. First sip of alcohol I had tonight for the new year. Some good old fashioned Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey. Some good stuff. Up around JK's area, neck of the woods. You discovered the Godzilla herb. Oh, yeah. Demonic possessions. I don't have any demonic possessions. Otherwise, I'd probably need an exorcist, Joseph. You ever seen the movie The Exorcist? You should give some of them some Godzilla herb. It might help them. Doing good, man. Just got home, went out tonight for a bit. Nice, man. That's cool. You should. It's New Year's, right? I don't know. I'm not much of a. Sometimes I go to parties. Very rarely I go on New Year's. I just kind of like to stay home with family or friends and chill. So that's usually what I do for New Year's. Ayahuasca? What is that? Is that like ayahuasca, Joseph? Is that the Japanese version of ayahuasca? It's called ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. You know about ayahuasca, Joseph? You should try some sometime. I think it'll completely change your perception of reality. So you mean ayahuasca, right? Are you gonna try that, Joseph? You want to be protected, shielded from the demons? You should try it. You gotta belong. It's hard to do it in the U.S. You might have to go to Central or South America to try it. Yeah, it definitely can. It'll definitely get you higher for sure, Joseph. I completely agree with you on that one. Mm. Is that your New Year's resolution? What are your guys' New Year's resolution for 2026? Is that your New Year's resolution, Joseph? Are you gonna try ayahuasca in 2026? I honestly think you need it, man. I honestly think you got some demons in you need released. I think you gotta try that stuff, man. I think you'll be a much calmer person if you try it. Yeah, thank you, whoever hid that, or I guess I'll hide it. What's going on, Stuart? No, I think Joe's a big boy. I think he can handle ayahuasca. He just has to have the right guide with him when he does it. Make sure he don't take a bad trip. Thanks, appreciate that, West Texas. Happy New Year, Stuart. Good to see so many people in here tonight. I know Mr. and Mrs. West Texas had a stream earlier in the night. If you guys don't know, they do streams regularly. Well, there's no fixed schedule. A lot of times they do it on Sundays or the weekends. But you guys can go check them out if you're not subscribed to them. Really, really awesome people in this community. Yeah, there's also this herb that can detox your organs from parasites. What is it called? You know what else can detox your kidneys, Joseph? It's called alcohol. Maybe you heard of it. That'll detox any parasites from you also, if it's strong enough. It has to be at least 60%. Has to be at least 120 proof though, or it doesn't work. There's plenty of herbs you could take to cleanse your body. I do take some. I do take some herbs. I really do. Ayahuasca is now the Godzilla herb I'm after. Well, hey, what's going on, Reckless? Well, you're gonna have a hard time finding it, Joseph, in the U.S., but there is one way that you can legally smoke ayahuasca. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this, Joseph, and I want you to seriously try to do it. Okay, if I tell you. So in the U.S., if you join a certain church, and they use ayahuasca in their ceremonies, you're allowed to do it if it's part of your beliefs. So what you got to do is you got to go to a church that they use ayahuasca, and then join, and then you'll be able to do it legally in the U.S. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go to Central or South America to try it, because it's very hard to do it in the U.S. I have some Skywalker OG out in SoCal. Nice, JK. You don't have to smoke ayahuasca. You can consume it as a tea. I know, but I'm saying in order for you to get it in the first place, yeah, you don't have to smoke it. You could drink it, but you're not allowed to have it unless it's for religious purposes. So it's very hard to get it in the US. So you're going to have to either do that or you're going to have to go to Central or South America and drink the tea. That's the only way you're going to get it. Alcohol and cigarettes keeps me healthy. Yup. It sure does. I don't smoke anymore. Occasionally I'll do some grass, but I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Yeah, exactly. You have to leave the country far, far away to learn the path of the shamans. Yup, exactly. Well, man, I don't know what to tell you. You could try going. You're in Cali. You could try going south of the border. You go to Tijuana, Joseph, and you could probably get pretty much anything there. So that might be your best bet, buddy. Yeah, you also have to have a guide to take you on the trip, Joseph. Otherwise, it might not be good. You gotta definitely get a good guide to guide you on the trip. What? Hey, anything could happen. Never know. Never know. I think the Greys already did that to Joseph, so he's already used to it. You don't gotta worry. He don't gotta worry about that. So what's everyone doing tonight on New Year's? Anybody got any New Year's resolutions? I don't know, man. You got to look into it, man. I don't know anything about that. That's out of my wheelhouse. I have no clue. Yeah, I got the typical New Year resolution, just lose weight. I got to start to hit the gym a little bit. Ever since I got that scooter, man, I've been so lazy. Haven't been walking anywhere. Now it's so damn cold out. I can't even do any walking for long. Yeah, you might. Yeah, go to a reservation, Joseph, and talk to the medicine man there. He could cleanse you from the evil spirits, from the demons. Smoke some peyote with the medicine man. Man, you're a big boy. You're over 18, right? So you could do whatever you want, Joseph. So it's not always up to your parents. You gotta live your own life, Joseph, right? You only live once, right? I'm gonna try for 10 minutes of cardio a day. There you go, West Texas. I actually got a stationary exercise bike in my room. I have no excuse. So I should really, start to do that. Those Pelotons are crazy expensive. I don't even want to get one because I know I'm going to use it a few times and then I'm not going to use it. I mean, I got my exercise bike. I was doing it in the early days of the pandemic. I was seriously doing it. But now it's like, it's just collecting dust. So I'm going to start doing that a little bit more. because I can't get out as much, and I'm gonna try to join the gym. So we'll see what happens. It's like some people I know have gyms in their apartment buildings, and they have like no excuse not to work out. You got a clothes rack in your room. Oh, exercise bike. Nice. That's good, man. Everyone always has those New Year's resolutions to try to get in shape in the new year, and they do it for the first week or two, and then they just kind of like they kind of stop doing it. I used to go to the gym pretty frequently when I was in high school, and you'd see a lot of brand new people in January, and then probably by February you probably wouldn't see like 90% of them. They would stop coming. So yeah, come pull 1,000 bag of coffee with a power jack. I'd rather pull 1,000 pound Comex bar, baby. Let's go. Family is heavy as fuck. Ever seen a rip skeleton? No. 1,000 pound bag of coffee with a pallet jack. I would rather pull 1,000 pound Comex bar. Mm. 1,000 ounce Comex bar. Hey, what's going on? Diego, right? See, I remember your name. Happy New Year. Good to see you in here. Hmm. So everyone doing tonight? I mostly just watch the fireworks on TV. Sometimes I go to New Year's Eve parties. I don't really do too much for New Year's. It's kind of like a chill night for me in general. IBG, man, what's going on? Happy New Year. It's not New Year's yet by you, right? You said you're in the northwest, right? Happy New Year. Oh, it's just after it was just New Year somewhere. 2 hours behind, so what was that Central Time? Something like that. Mountain Time. No, man, Times Square, there's literally a million people on Times Square, and 99% of them are tourists, right? And you're basically like a sardine in a can. You won't be able to move for hours, and everyone pretty much is going to be wearing a diaper there. So I don't want to ring in the new year wearing a wet diaper. That's not my idea of having fun. So thanks, but no thanks. I've never gone to Times Square on New Year's Eve. I've been in New York City, born and raised, and I've never gone once. I went to a party a few blocks away from there, and I went 20 minutes later, guys, and it was like completely cleared out already. There was like nobody there. They were starting to they clean up really quickly. So yeah, exactly. All right, take care, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas. Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. You'd wig the F out, being shoulder to shoulder down there. Exactly. That's what it is. There's nowhere to move. Like I would not feel comfortable either. I travel on trains at rush hour, and I feel very uncomfortable as well. I mean, people who are not used to that, I can't even imagine. I'm used to it, riding on trains. I'm used to that type of crowded situation. People who are, from bumfuck USA or from overseas, they've never been that close, like with that many people in such a small space there, I'd freak out. I'd have a panic attack. I don't blame people for not wanting to go there. Heck, I'm from here. I don't even want to go there. I never had any desire to go there. I heard years ago before 9/11 though, it was a little bit better. I don't even think it was as crowded and people used to bring alcohol and it was a different time. Now, forget it. Security is up the wazoo. You probably got snipers on every damn, building, every vantage point. You have choppers, you have drones now. It's just it's not, I don't want to go there. I have no desire to go there on New Year's Eve. Not my idea of a good time ringing in the new year in a wet diaper. Disguised reptilian. Don't get J-Lo started on the reptilians. Just don't get him started on them. So does anyone have a stacking New Year's goal? Does anyone have any goals that they want to achieve as far as stacking in the new year? I'm gonna do a video. I usually do a yearly review of the gold and platinum and palladium that I get during the year. I usually don't do the silver. Sometimes I tell the silver totals, but I don't do a video of showing all the silver because it's just too much to show. Gold, I do. I show most of the gold. I don't usually show all of the gold I accumulate in a year, but I usually give an update. So I'm going to be doing that probably in the next couple weeks. I was thinking about buying a 1 ounce gold coin. Last few days, I've been going back and forth, and I decided to put a hold on it for now. I'm going to be going to a coin show in a couple weeks, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have, and hopefully I could get some reasonably priced precious metals there. 2026, I'm getting my 1 ounce gold reserve proof Libertad reverse proof. Oh, that is awesome, avocado. I really hope you get it, brother. That is a beautiful coin. That's on my bucket list as well. That's one coin I have not gotten. I want to get that. I want to get the 4350 pesos. And what else? Those two are really on my bucket list, the ones that I haven't gotten. I was very fortunate in 2025. I was able to get the reverse. I mean the ultra high relief 2009 American Eagle, Gold Eagle, Double Eagle. I got the 100 Corona from Hungary. I got the Proof Buffalo. All those coins were on my list of coins that I've been wanting to get. So I'm very fortunate I was able to do that. Bury the old worries and stack like never before. More gold. Nice. Thanks, AG. I appreciate that. Thank you. You can't go wrong with Mexican gold. You really can't. It's just so beautiful. I love Mexican gold. I don't have my 50 pesos out here tonight. I just want to do a little pre-33 tonight. And I also was able to get this. This was also on my bucket list. Well, not bucket list. Grail coin list, I guess you could say. I was able to get a mint state $3 gold piece. Not something you see every day. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's in this like plastic. I don't want to take it out of the plastic, but just very, very blessed and fortunate. I happened to find this on Bullion Exchange's website. I'm very blessed to be able to get this coin. So I think it was, I honestly think it was underpriced for what they had it for. So I think I got a great deal on it as well. I think we have a lot of the same coins that we like in common, JK. Thanks, Stuart. Yeah, something you don't see too often. Yeah, 20 pesos is my favorite foreign gold coin. I love the 20 pesos. I'm missing the, what is it, 1921? I'm missing. I think that's the only one I'm missing. So I'm gonna check at the coin show because it's an international coin show, and I haven't really seen too many of those Mexican gold coin. I mean, I got when I went a couple years back, I got a whole lot of them. I got the two, 2.5, and the 5 pesos. I got like half a dozen of those coins, and they were dirt cheap. It was like what, $800 I paid for all that. I couldn't believe it. I just rewatched that video like a week ago, and was like, wow. It'd be more than double what I paid basically for those same coins if I bought them today. You don't have a $3 JK. I'm surprised, man. I am shocked. You know why this was created, right? So basically, at the time, stamps were 1 cent each. So stamps came, they had books of 100 stamps, right? So they wanted to create a coin that would make it easy for people to buy stamps. Seriously. So if you buy, 300 stamps at 1 cent each, it's $3, and they figured it would make it very easy to transact to buy those stamps. So that's essentially why the $3 gold piece was created. Now, if you look why the $4 gold piece was created, that's very interesting. You might, if anyone has any time, to see why it was created and who those pieces were given to, it's a very interesting story. I don't want to get into tonight. But yeah, the $4 gold pieces are even more rare than the $3. I'm just so fortunate and blessed to have one in mint state. I'm just so lucky. And if JK, if you do buy a $3 gold piece, seriously, just get it already graded, because there's so many fakes of the $3 gold piece. I've bought one before, and it's just not worth it, just to have that extra security. It's worth it. Exactly. I forgot to take a picture. I was gonna do it side by side. I think I have only two $5 Indians, believe it or not, and this is one of them. So I was gonna take a picture side by side of the Indian in the OGH holder. Yeah, this is a nice one. Just at a 60. Love it. Love the $5 Indian. Yeah, this is like a slider. I just made it. There's like some like deep scratches on it. I'm actually surprised it graded a 60. So yeah, definitely, it's really good. Like, these two coins are probably best to just get them graded already, because I've gotten fakes for both of these already, unfortunately. This one I just did the video on, or the fake, and then this one was a few years back. I got a fake one from a very reputable dealer, and yeah, I kind of didn't buy anything else after that experience from that dealer. I don't know if he knew, but I don't know. It was just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, love love my pre 33. That was my bread and butter when I first started stacking. I was just buying pre 33 mostly. And then I started branching off into bullion. I really wanted to get a different gold coin from every country in the world, and yeah, after a while, I'm like, that's probably not the best idea because a lot of people don't like world gold in the US. You know, it's harder to sell, and you'll get less money for it when you do try to sell it. Stuff like this now, I gotta make a video. I made a video a couple years back saying why you shouldn't buy pre 33 gold now. I think if I do an updated video why you should buy pre 33 gold now, it would do pretty good. Because I think now is a great time to buy pre 33 gold. They have extremely low premiums over melt. It's probably the cheapest American gold coin you could get right now. So I don't know why the premiums are so low. I think maybe for the same reason why 90% silver is cheap, the same reason 90% gold is cheap right now. So I take advantage of it while you can. Buy whatever is cheap, you know. A couple years ago, premiums on 90% silver were pretty high. Same thing for ASCs and AGEs, they were pretty high, the premiums, and now it's like, you know, 90% anything is kind of low. So it's a good time to take advantage of it if you're looking for some low premium gold or silver. Yeah, I was watching World Money Wins, and he did a video where he picked up some, he calls it media or something. Basically, bought a box of DVDs, and I don't really know how many people watch DVDs anymore, to be honest. Everyone streams everything now, but he bought a box relatively cheap. He's saying he's paying like 20 cents a DVD, and he sells it for like 10 bucks or something. So it's good to have a side hustle. It's definitely a good thing. You know, I'm trying to start to move some of these now, some of these watches, and I'm probably gonna try to really start to sell a lot more of my watches because I have way too many of them. So I was able to sell about like 35 this year, which was pretty good for me. So I'm really trying to flip those and use the proceeds to buy precious metals. That's gonna be my goal, my little side hustle. I have a DVD collection. Yeah, I mean I have one too. I just you know, it's like who watches DVDs anymore? I mean, I still have a VHS player too. You know, some movies you can't get on DVD, so I watch it on VHS, or you can just can't get them. So yeah, it's crazy how fast technology has changed. You know, in I think it was around 2002 or 2003. Blockbuster, remember Blockbuster Video? They had the opportunity to buy Netflix, and they chose not to buy Netflix. And at the time, Netflix had mostly, it was like mail-in DVDs. You basically got to choose which, you know, movies you could get up to like two or three at a time. And then you mail it back, and once they got it back, you could, you know, basically get more DVDs. Um, so yeah, it was before streaming. I mean, then they switched to streaming mostly, and yeah, just, you know, hindsight is 50/50, right? Look what happened to DVDs and VHS cassettes. It. I don't have cable or the internet. Well, what are you on now, JK? you got you gotta be on the internet somehow, right? You're on your phone, right? I guess. I get what you mean though. I know what you mean though. That's cool. You live in the boonies, I'm guessing, maybe. You could get satellite if you live in the boonies, you could get satellite, and sometimes it's even better than getting a wired connection. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. Who's talking about Laserdisc? Been looking since I heard it. I don't know. I remember when the DVD first came out, and they actually had a competing format. It was a high definition VHS. They actually made an HD VHS, and it was like, the HD TVs that came out, like probably around 2004, 2005, it started coming out, HD TV, like 720p. They actually had like, it wasn't 720p, but it was a little bit better resolution than like the television. It was kind of like a high quality VHS, but DVDs came out, and there were essentially two DVD formats, I think, when it first came out. I forgot what it was, but that kind of like died. There was like a war, like a DVD format war, kind of like VHS and Betamax. I forgot the formats. But yeah, DVD didn't last that long either. But yeah, stupid wine isn't hitting. Man, you need something a little stronger. Wine, you drink it, it takes like an hour before it starts to really kick in. You were born in Bend, Oregon. That would explain why you like the Oregon Trail coin series. I was wondering, JK. I'm like, why is this guy's in Tennessee? I'm like, why does this guy like Oregon Trail coins? That explains it now. All right, AG, AU, have a good night, brother. Happy New Year. Yeah, Betamax probably was the better version, but VHS was probably cheaper. So, it's not always about which is better quality, it's about which is more convenient for the customer, which is cheaper, which is whatever the feature is. And I guess because maybe it was cheaper VHS, that's what did it. So, I don't know. That's a little bit before my time, Betamax. I might have been I might have been a baby back then. Exactly. Exactly. Pioneer. I know Constitutional is in Oregon, and I think Mr. West Texas grew up there. I think he was from Texas, but I think he grew up in Oregon. Yeah, they do, Stuart. It's true, unfortunately. Sometimes. Yeah, those are cool. Those Oregon Trail coins. I was reading the history behind them and how like they weren't made. So yeah, it was pretty cool. They didn't really sell. They weren't too popular at the time. But yeah, I grew up in Central Oregon. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I've never the furthest west I've ever been is Las Vegas. I've never been to Cali. I've never been to the West Coast, so it'd be cool to go out there. I got a friend who works for Amazon. He's in Seattle, but yeah, I've never been out there those parts. I'm not much of a fan of the rain. I know it rains a lot in Seattle, but I'm not sure about Oregon. So I'd definitely go up there, check it out, do a little camping or something. Beaverton. Hey, what's going on, Great Scott? Good to see you, brother. Happy New Year. All the ATB Northwest Stern coins are top notch too. Nice, yeah. I never really got into those ATBs, man. Those things go for a lot of money now. The big ones, like the 5 ounce ones, the silver ones. Mm. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get as much gold as I can in the new year. I don't care what it is. I really just want to get low premium gold. There's a guy at the coin show I go to the last couple years, and he last year he only had a half sovereign I was able to get from him, but the years prior he's had a lot of gold, and usually near spot or not much over spot. So I'm hoping this year he's gonna have some gold around spot, and kind of saving my money for that. And if he doesn't, a few blocks away is the Diamond District, and I might decide to get some gold in a couple weeks. So we'll see. Slab gold at spot. I've seen it pretty close to spot. Maybe like not maybe like $50 over for like something like this in like maybe I don't know 62 condition, 63. I actually had a sale on Bullion Exchange's website. I don't know how much it was over spot, but um there's yeah, you could I mean you could get it pretty close to spot. If you think about $50 over melt. I've actually seen on some forums where they sell pre-33 gold at spot before. So yeah, it's definitely out there. Pre-33 is, I was just saying earlier, has extremely low premiums right now. Probably the lowest premium American gold you could buy right now, aside from maybe some US mint products that nobody wants. Usually you get those under melt. But pre-33 is pretty good. The price is right, I would say, for pre-33 gold if you want to get into pre-33 gold right now on certain coins, mostly the $20 um, St. Gaudens, $10 Liberties. The Liberties usually have lower premiums than the Indians for some reason. I personally like I think it's more aesthetically pleasing, the Indian coins, than the Liberties. Although surprisingly, I actually prefer the $20 Liberties over the St. Gaudens. A lot of people love this design more, and I'm probably in the minority who actually like the Liberty $20 Liberty more than this. So I'm not saying it's an ugly design. I think it's a beautiful design, but if I had to choose between the two, I'd choose the Liberty. As soon as I reach my goal of 100 ounces of silver this year, I'm buying gold only. I want at least 5 ounces of gold. There you go, avocado. You see that, brother? You already got your goal for the year. That's great. That's great. Go for it, man. Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do, man. That's what I always say. Oh, you do? Yeah, man. I love I don't know what it is about the $20 Liberty. It's just a classic design. I just love it when you that big gold coin, that big gold Liberty. I really love it. I like the $1 and the $20 Liberties. Well, it's $1 Indian Princess actually, but yeah. The rest, the 2, the 5, and the 10, I definitely prefer the Indians. Yup, they sure are. I went to Harry's in Beaverton on Monday. Display cases were wiped out. Only constitutional and ancients left. Who's talking about Beaverton? I think JK said he was from Beaverton, right? Is that the guy who has the YouTube channel? You know what, guys? That guy, that guy stole my idea. Not Harry, the other guy. What the hell's that guy's name who works for him? I was the first, guys. I was the first one to do this, guys. I was the first one to show this. Okay. They call it the something tool. I forgot that guy's name. I use this as a watch case opener, and I showed this on my YouTube videos, right? How to you could crack open a slab with this, and I showed it to open up the capsules. And then the guys they started buying these things up and calling it the something tool and charging like $10 a piece for this shit. And I got pissed off, man. Yeah, silver dragons, yeah. But I was pissed off. They're charging like I literally got like I paid like less than $1 for one of these things, man, and they're charging like $10 for that. And they got the obviously they got the idea from me originally, or someone they saw use this on one of their videos who I gave it to, you know. And this is a watch case opener, but I came up with it to use it as a capsule opener, right? You could crack open the capsules easily with this thing because it's a non-serrated edge, right? You're not going to get cut. You're not going to scratch it up. So it easily opens up the capsules. But this guy got to start charging $10 a pop for it. And I'm just giving these things away to people for free, pretty much, because I'm paying less than $1 for them on eBay. So, yeah. Well, the Adrian tool, exactly, the Adrian tool. Man, that just, I mean, there's no, it is what it is. They're trying to make money. I get it. But you will have originally seen this on my channel. Okay, I showed this off a few years ago, and I was giving these out to some members in the community, and they probably got hold of it. They probably saw one of my videos or someone's video in the community, and they're like, "Hey, we should start selling these for like $10 a pop." Yeah, the Adrian tool. Come on, man. This is less than $1 on eBay. Just do your own research, man. Don't buy it for $10. And they sell out of that thing at the coin shop too. They're always selling out of it. You're trying to hustle people, man. I'm giving that shit away for free. Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit avocado, just a little bit. Yeah, the Adrian tool. It's all good, man. Look, this is America, free enterprise. It's all good. It doesn't piss me off that they took the idea from me. What pisses me off is that they're charging people $10 for one when they could get it for like $1 on eBay. That's what ticks me off. Anyways, anywho, man, I'm so tired. It's the American way. Free market enterprise, baby. Free market enterprise. Pepper. What's pepper? Grind your gears, pepper. Grind some pepper shaker. So what's everyone's favorite silver or gold to stack or collect? I'm kind of curious. For gold, for me, I'd have to say pre-33 for gold. I do like Mexican as my favorite foreign gold, but for domestic, I like pre-33. And for silver, obviously, I love vintage. I love vintage poured bars, especially. That's really what I like. And it's good to diversify your stack, guys, because now you see this gold to silver ratio, is like what, 60 or something, somewhere around there. And I basically sold all of my generic silver at the beginning of the year. I traded it in for some of those gold coins, and now I don't really have that much generic silver left. And if I go to, the dealers, I'm gonna basically be turning in vintage, and they're not gonna give me any more than they would if it was just like a generic round or bar. So I kind of regret selling a lot of my sovereign silver. I had tubes of Maples, Britannias, Kangaroos, ASEs. I sold it all, guys. I sold it all last year. And I kind of regret selling some of that generic, what I call generic stuff, because to me it's just generic. It's just commercially available, and there's not really much of a premium over a lot of that stuff right now, still. So when you try to sell it, so even just like generic, like buffaloes and like whatever, whatever type of generic round or bar you could get in your LCS, they're not really differentiating it anymore. But when you do sell on eBay and other sites, you do still get that premium for vintage. There is still that collectible premium that people are willing to pay. So it's probably advantageous not to try to sell it to your LCS if you do intend to sell your vintage. That's why I try to sell in the community. I sold some stuff under spot to someone, and I don't really care if it's in the community. I like helping people out in the community. I wish I could stack 50 pesos as well. What's fake? Yeah, what's fake? My NGC, my PCGS and NGC graded coins that you could type in the serial number to verify them. That's fake. My Rolex, my Bluesy Rolex is fake. My Datejust is fake. Okay. To each their own, right? You want to not live in reality. That's fine. You want to live in something that's not reality. This is a $3 gold piece that you could type in the serial number in NGC right now to see, and look for the picture to see it and see if it matches. See if that's fake, buddy. Type it in, go to NGC's website, type that number in, look for this coin. Look for this coin, buddy. See if it's real. Knock yourself out. (001). That's just the first one of like whatever, They don't, it doesn't mean anything just because it's 001. It's just like the first coin they graded. Mm. Yeah, man. I got my pre-33 gold NGC. I'm so happy I got this one. I told my guy about some of the 2.5 Indians he sold me. He thought they were AU, and he's like, yeah, you got a better eye than me. I'm like, I really couldn't tell. A lot of times this flea market, I'm looking at these coins in the sun, and it's kind of hard to tell what their grades are. But I just happen to luck out, man. I just happen to luck out. I seriously thought that was an AU coin. Doesn't really have that much luster to it. You know, there's no like cartwheel on it. It's kind of hard to grade these infused coins, though. I have a harder time grading them. The $5 maybe a little bit better, but the 2.5, you know, they're a little smaller, so it's kind of hard to get an accurate grade. That one I thought, okay, maybe it's a 60, maybe. That one had a little more luster to it. I know my lighting is really shitty in here, so gotta apologize for that, but yeah. Little more luster on this one. This one, guys. My guy in Chinatown. Ooh. You see it has like a little something on it. I think that's why he didn't want it, because I mean he sells to all different types of people, but I'm thinking predominantly his customer base is Asian, and the Asian market, man, they love things in like minty, you know what I'm saying? Like perfect, no scratches, no dirt, no toning, nothing like that. So he saw this coin, and it has like a little, you see that little ding there, that little scratch there, and he's probably like, this thing might not even straight grade, so he gave me a really great deal on it. Yeah, man. I paid $780 for this, guys. The last one on eBay a few months in October sold for $2,550. You believe that? This is probably my best score of the year. Look at that luster on that thing. Look at that cartwheel. Isn't that beautiful? Not a big fan of the Liberties, but when I saw this coin and the luster on it, I said this thing got to be at least a 63, 64. So, yeah. Years ago, I bought 10 Dos Pesos on eBay, and one of them was a 1854 $1 Liberty. Nice, JK. That is awesome, man. You know what happened? You know what happened to me on eBay? I don't know if I should be telling you this. I bought a pocket watch on eBay, guys, and it was like an Art Deco style. I was like, oh, that looks like a nice watch. And I didn't see the movement or anything. It was an Elgin watch, and I'm like, oh, let me buy this. It was $60, guys. I bought it, and it turned out to be 14 karat gold, the case. And I I didn't necessarily tell them that it was 14 karat. So yeah, you gotta really check things, know what you're doing. I probably should have, though, but they didn't open it, they didn't check it. I probably should have told them. I feel kind of bad, but hey, I sold that watch. I made a little money, so yeah. You really gotta know what you're doing sometimes before you sell stuff. You gotta make sure you know the true value of what you have. You know, if you don't do your research, that's your fault sometimes. But yeah, it's a common $1. I love these $1 Indian princesses. They're one of my favorites. My guy gave me one of these for like $150. This was only like a few years ago, like 2, 3 years ago. And I was looking at him like, what's wrong with this coin? He's like, nothing. And even back then, they were going for like maybe $300. I was like, why the hell was he giving it to me so cheap? Maybe he needed the cash that day. So yeah, it turned out I think it graded a 55. I think it was an 1854. Yeah. My first, let me think, my first $10 Indian I purchased um, from eBay. and I was hoping for a 64. It was a 1932, and I think I paid around 1,200 bucks for it, which was kind of a lot, but it looked in really nice condition. I thought honestly it was going to be a 64, but it graded a 63 with PCGS. I think they've been undergrading the last few years. I think they've been really strict lately. But so I was like, all right, whatever. Maybe if I resubmit it to NGC now, I use NGC mostly now. Maybe it'll grade a 64. I don't know. But yeah, man, I remember even last year after the coin show, I went to, I think it was after, I think it was last year, and I got the $10 Indians, man, 1,200 bucks. I got two of them, and now those things are going for well over 2,000 bucks. I'm like, shit, man. The price of gold just like skyrocketed since last year. It's just crazy. All right, Avocado, take care, brother. Hope you have a wonderful, happy, healthy new year. Take care. Yeah, I'm gonna probably wrap this up in by another 10 minutes or so. Sometimes you can make some money. You heard about the person they bought? I think they bought like a desk from Goodwill, and when they opened it up, they found a $20 double eagle in it. So legally, that's theirs. The same thing when you buy a house. I think what was that guy, the on YouTube? He's like a pawn shop down in Florida, and this guy bought a house, and he's like, yeah, I found all this silver in there or something. It was like all this I think it was like junk silver or something he found, and it was like, I think it was like $8,000 or something. Yeah, they always have I there's JK, there's the New York International Numismatic Convention, and they used to always overlap. It was always at the same time. So I think they kind of eventually, like, they changed it. Usually the fun show now is first, and then the following week is like the New York International Numismatic Convention. Because I met a couple of the dealers at there, and they're telling me that, like, oh yeah, I was just at the fun show. I was just at the fun show. So yeah, this time last year, gold was at 2,800, I think. Now on its way back to 44. Exactly, man. It's like, and the premiums on gold now are ridiculous. I remember last year the premiums were so low on gold, and now they're just like, I don't, the price is high and the premiums are high on most gold, except I think maybe pre 33 is not, there's kind of a little bit lower premium for some reason. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just really crazy right now with gold. I'm thinking about buying it's a vintage piece of gold, and my dealer has had it already for over a month, and it's something that I know someone else in this community would want. Not something I'm really into. So I'll see. I'm gonna wait till after the coin show if they have it, or if they still have it. I have a feeling they will, but I don't know what gold's gonna be in another 2 weeks from now. So I'm taking a gamble on a lot of things. I already waited to buy it, and it already went up a couple $100 an ounce for the 1 ounce. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. Silver was like what, $30, $29 an ounce this time last year, and now it's at what, 71. It went down to 71 or something. Isn't that crazy? More than doubled. It beat everything, guys. It beat Bitcoin, it beat the Nasdaq Composite. I can't think of any other asset that outperformed silver last year. It's just crazy. It's like I see how much, I have everything pretty much the majority of my stack, like 90, probably at least 98, 99% of my stack. I have a spreadsheet of, what it is, what I paid for it. So I update, like I have a separate sheet with my totals of, silver, gold, platinum, and I look at it compared to what it was last year, and I just can't believe how much my precious metals portfolio has increased in the last year. Um, I think, how much has it gone percentage wise? I'm trying to think how much it's gone up by. I think it's probably almost gone up by like 30% overall, um, which is crazy. I mean, it's just crazy how much it's gone up. I made a lot of money just by the price going up. You know, I'm looking at it now and thinking, if PMs keep going up at this rate, maybe I'll be able to even retire a little earlier than I had anticipated. So it's definitely the best thing I've ever invested in. So I'm really happy. Welcome back, Joseph. Welcome back, brother. You looking for some ayahuasca, Joseph? Did you manage to find any? New Year's resolution is to make sure I eat good meals before I take ayahuasca. I have to prepare my body. Okay. Definitely do your research, Joseph. Know what you have to do before you take it. That's definitely a good thing. Might have to cleanse your body. You might have to eat, like you say, you might have to eat right, be in good condition before you're ready to try ayahuasca. What's going on, Raspobo? I used to buy an ounce or two for fun, a hobby. Now it's turned into a freaking investment. It's turned into an addiction with me. I think with probably all of us, it's turned into that. When I first got into it, I had a watch, and the watch I had paid $3,500 for, and I traded it for two double eagles and a $10 um, Liberty, and that's my first two videos I did. I talked about it, and I sold two of them. I still have one of them, but you look at it now. Just this was I did this trade in I want to say 2018. So roughly 7 years ago, 7.5 years ago. And in today's value, I mean, you're talking like what, almost like 10 grand or something, maybe more even. So yeah, I mean, it's just that same watch would probably, it probably even decreased in value. Might go for at least 3 grand, maybe 35 today still. So, and that's what I don't get about watches now. I think they're seriously on the decline, and I really want to get out of them before um, they really start declining a lot. Because this thing is probably worth as much as it was 5 or 6 years ago. It basically it went down, and then it went up a lot, and then it went down in the last couple of years, and now it kind of went up a little bit. So it's basically where it was like 5 or 6 years ago. The price hasn't changed. Even though the price of gold has probably more than doubled in 6 years, the price of certain gold watches has not changed, which kind of scares me when I look at it, like that from that point of view. Nickel just went live. Nickel, nickel, nickel. Well, I'm gonna wrap things up in a couple minutes anyway, so maybe I'll head over to Nickel, see how he's doing. See what his New Year's resolution is. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Thank you all so much for joining me. I sincerely want to wish everyone who's still here a very happy and healthy new year. I seriously hope everyone is able to achieve their stacking goals in the new year. And the main thing is, guys, your health. Your health is wealth. That is definitely number one. So I hope everyone sincerely has a happy and healthy new year. That's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much. Oh man, I'm literally about to end my stream, Akka. Mate, I'm sorry. I heard Nickel has a live stream, so I'm gonna probably head into that live stream. All right, mate. Take care. I hope you had a good new year. I know it's already been the new year a while for you already. Take care. Stay safe and have a good new year, guys. Take care.